embrace football being back in L.A. You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. Do you know what else you're looking for? So, who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Credit the tackle to Navarro Bowman.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Out of the gun, Goff. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. In for the score. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. And it's a welcome back to health for last year's #1 pick. This is Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Second down, Cousins. And this will be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw is Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Woods. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Whenever she gets bored, she starts cleaning.
That's my girl.
I was like, you and your mother's child.
Yep.
You have none of my genes. I need a DNA test.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You get these new drapes. It's like
now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He was. It was like I know.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to air one out. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Go! I got it. Hey,
This man. He says in lean upstairs in his bed, what?
Throwing on third. Goff. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Rams on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp. The Rams were the highest scoring team in the league last year, and they're on the move early with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Goff. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Goff now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, These are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Cousins on first down. Open here, Adam Thielen. And now look at him go. The 20. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A big play there, Cousins to Thielen. 55 yards. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got it first and goal at the 7. They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Third and goal for Cousins. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Goff now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's first and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. In on the stop there, Andrew Sendejo.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We were one number away. It was 15 to that 14.
Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Now Gurley. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now it's gone.
Wrong button.
Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
The Rams on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
I had plans for everybody.
For what? What happened?
We don't have stuff I need to make.
Sorry. You can make better than me.
Goff now looking to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Cousins now on 2nd down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I'm happy he didn't go deep. He had a mixed match.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Cousins. His throw incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To the air again, it's Cousins. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. A little juke. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now gone. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Goff now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Goff under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. A man who played on this very field for USC, Everson Griffin. In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, gone. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
She was like, oh, I want to go bring me. She was looking at me. I was like, nah, I don't do that shit. I was like, nah, I don't do that. People dressing up, trying to get my face and scam me. So if a clown comes to my face, I'm punching him in the face. I'm okay. She's using my accent. I was like, I ain't got time for shit. So then she was set up. She had died last week. She was like, mom, let me. And she was like, I can't pay for parking. And she's like, no, I can see the taxes.
Here's Goff. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's got some space here. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play fake. Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
You find the polarized bitch, like, stop. Like, nigga, get your life together.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
And then 2 days later, me and my wife be like, what's up?
Here's Cousins. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. He can't get him down. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Always doing extra shifts and she be staying late because she's quiet. She's that manager. She's not cool.
They go play action with Gurley. Now goal. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
You hide how she doesn't like customer service. You hide it well. Like, you wouldn't be able to know that you don't like people. I was like, with me, you can tell I don't like people. I don't know how to hide that shit.
Following the interception, Cousins. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
I'm allergic to yogurt, so they use dairy base for me.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm like, okay. And she's like, and I put this banana in it, I like banana in it. I'm like, okay. I took a banana, and I break it up. And I blended it. She's like, I have to make sure it's the right shade of orange because if it's too dark, then that means
They'll run it now out of the gun.
And
it's been like this all night long.
You know, hope is the right
run
thing.
as they stop him behind the line.
Nah,
They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
So I blended. Then she's like, okay, that's the right shade. I'm like, and I made her pour it in the cup. And she was like, you're this bitch. She was like, the extra milkshake that's left in the blender, you put it in an extra cup for me. So I'm like, whatever. So I pour the extra in the cup. She's like, can I have whipped cream on both of them? Mind you, in the extra cup, babe, there's like this much extra in it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
All the way in the cup times whipped cream inside the cup. And then she's like, can you drizzle some chocolate and caramel on top? So I do the chocolate. No, a little bit more.
On third down, Cousins.
Just with it. And then she's like, just one more drizzle. One more drizzle. She's like, and the caramel too. So just
Viking.
Just a little bit more drizzle. So you know, I did at the back cut, I squeezed a whole bunch of shoulder like it was
now on
the
the year. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
Right on the counter, like there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much and try too hard you can get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Yeah, but how did they let down with the punch in?
This will be fielded at the 6.
So you knew how she was, and you left me. It was like,
and a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
So what happened?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Like, you stupid. That makes, I would have made that shit over again. And then I told, Savannah, and Savannah was like, well, technically we're not supposed to give them the extra in the blender, so next time she does that, just tell her no, because whenever she asks me no, I tell her no. And she's like, well, some people make it, and she's like, I always tell her straight to her face, like, I'm not some people, we're not supposed to be doing that. I was like, it was like my first
encounter. To throw on second down is gone. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Oh, he shifts past him. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Oh my God. You said if I sit here you couldn't see. What does that imply? That I'm fat.
Jesus Lord.
Oh my God.
This is why I let him score, so go hurry up.
This is why you hate me.
Stop talking.
You hate me.
If I hate you, I would have told you I hate you.
You didn't have to, you implied it.
Now on second down, this is Gurley.
Yeah,
this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Stop talking, please.
Goff on third down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Another carry down for Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
You will be hot. Time for recess, you will be hot. Everyone outside wearing sweaters and long pants, and they're going to burn the hell up this week. The lady who, she had the two twins, they're little. They had shorts on too, and they're sitting there like, we're cold. She's like,
here's Goff now on second down. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Black 20.
They'll give it here to Brown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. First down. Here's Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw is Cousins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They just do get the play off. Now Cousins trying to lay one up deep. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. Gurley again here on first down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Only a yard that time, second and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Here's Goff. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth.
The middle stays contained every time. I'm going to run up the middle type person, and he continues to shit.
Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10.
I don't like running to the outside. I hate that shit. I don't like you holding your damn turbo button.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Smith catches left side. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Cousins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. A give. This is Cook. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Sam Shields, the one that got him down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for first and 10.
Even if you can zone wide open, slant wide open.
Cousins on first down. And Rudolph has it left side. And he lost the football. And the Rams have got it back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. A good pickup there, a 22.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going, because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Gurley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Goff. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. And now out comes Minnesota. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Of course, last year, you think about Dalvin Cook's injury in Week 4 with a torn ACL, just hoping that he can stay healthy in 2018.
And if so, we'll see plenty of runs that will be big time in 2018. Because in 2017, he took over the starting running back job as a rookie and was off to a terrific start. In fact, if you ask people in the Minnesota Vikings organization, they were giddy at the fact that they were able to get him outside of the first round and plug him into the lineup. They expect him to be big time in this season.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I mean, he dropped 2 that I counted, but I dropped like 5.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Cousins again, and the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Second guy coming across. It worked perfectly, but he dropped the pick. It was a nice bait. Just couldn't complete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins again. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. A first down throw for Cousins. He's going to let it fly. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they'll indeed take a knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Los Angeles, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Stuff like that because he pressed. So next time I should do is put you on the street after you coop up. And I should just do it to the running back. I'll run a touchdown. Okay, do it to you right here. Doing the 1 minute beat, open field. Right, like, alright, boom. Launch it up to you. How did he think through 65 didn't even block him? That's how I got in. Out route, so playing the outside, and I was like, oh shit, and she can get sticked. Hey, beautiful. Hello? I said, hey, beautiful. You're about to be done, baby. I'm coming. I got you. I got you, boo. I got you. Babe. Okay. I guess you want to talk to me. Love you. I'm almost done. I'll be up there shortly.
I got so much.